To our top story, Raj Thackerays loudspeaker ultimatum to Uddhav government ends today. An FIR has also been registered against MNS chief for his divisive speech at Aurangabad rally. Police said Raj Thackeray has been named as the main accused in the case for delivering provocative statements and instigating supporters. Given the circumstances, Mumbai police have beefed up security outside Raj Thackeray's home. Despite the FIR, MNS chief is roaring. In a letter he posted on Twitter, Thackeray said that if you hear a loudspeaker blaring the Azan, then play the Hanuman Chalisa on loudspeaker. Raj Thackeray also dared of giving a befitting response if loudspeaker issues turn into a religious one. Raj Thackeray's deadline to remove speakers from mosques across Maharashtra ends today. He said that his party workers on 4th May would play the Hanuman Chalisa in front of mosques if the Uddhav government did not comply.
अल्टीमेटम वगैरह बात छोड़ दीजिए। यहाँ सरकार उद्धव ठाकरे जी की है। ये अल्टीमेटम ये नहीं चलता यहाँ। अल्टीमेटम की राजनीति महाराष्ट्र में नहीं चलेगी।
तो क्या चलेगा?
हाँ,
तो यहाँ क्या चलेगा?
ठाकरे सरकार का शब्द चलेगा।
Mumbai Sessions Court is going to continue hearing the Rana's bail plea today. Meanwhile, MP Navneet Rana has written a letter to Baikala Jail Superintendent over her deteriorating health condition. Navneet Rana claimed that he had to undergo a CT scan and the jail authorities denied permission. Rana warned that if his condition worsens, then the jail authorities will be responsible. Amidst all of this, trouble is mounting for Neta couple. BMC issued a notice to Ranas for illegal construction at home. A designated officer will be inspecting Rana's home. Rana couple was arrested on 23rd of April in connection with their announcement to recite Hanuman Chalisa at the private residence of Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray. Politics continues over the violence that unfolded in Jodhpur on occasion of Eid. Curfew has been imposed in the wake of the violence and internet facilities have been suspended. 97 people have been arrested so far in connection with the violence. Chief Minister Gehlot chaired a high-level meeting and constituted a probe committee to look into these clashes. This comes amidst a face-off between BJP and Congress over the violence, while BJP has claimed that the stone pelting and subsequent violence were a part of a conspiracy. Congress has blamed the BJP for instigating violence. Gehlot claimed that BJP was behind the instances of violence across the state, including Jodhpur.
आज जोधपुर में जिस तरह की घटनाएं हुई है उसके बाद में ये सिद्ध हो गया है कि इसको ऑर्केस्ट्रेट जो है सत्ता और सरकार और कांग्रेस पार्टी कर रही। कांग्रेस पार्टी के मुखिया करौली में दंगा होता है और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष सवाई माधोपुर में होते हैं और अपने किसी पार्टी के कार्यक्रम में बात करके जाते हैं, उनसे उसको विषय को जोड़ते हैं। लेकिन आज का विषय न तो कोई भारतीय जनता पार्टी का व्यक्ति था, न कोई कार्यकर्ता था, न कोई आरएसएस का कोई स्वयंसेवक वहां था, और न कोई दूसरा पक्ष था कि जो है किसी दंगे में दूसरा पक्ष होना आवश्यक है। दूसरा पक्ष ही था कि जो वहां जाकर के कोई जो है घटना को अंजाम देने की कोशिश कर रहा होगा, उकसा रहा होगा।
केंद्रीय मंत्री या कोई भी नेता है, उनको आरोप लगाना बड़ा आसान है। मेरा मानना है कि जो हमारी जोधपुर परंपरा है, ईद के दिन हम लोग सब एक साथ बैठते, मंच पे बैठते, चाहे कांग्रेस या बीजेपी नेता हो। इनको पूछो अगर आप आज सुबह ईद की नमाज में जाते तो आज ये हालात नहीं बनते। क्यों नहीं गए वहां पर? हर बार जाते सब लोग, इस बार क्यों नहीं गए? ये सोचा समझा षड्यंत्र है इन लोगों का। जानबूझ के ये अफवाह फैलाते हैं, दंगे करवाते हैं, हिंसा फैलाते हैं। ये इनका एजेंडा है देश के अंदर और प्रदेश के अंदर।
A massive political war has erupted over communal clashes in Jodhpur. The BJP has slammed the Gehlot government for failing to control anti-social elements. Congress termed the clashes pre-poll communal plot by the BJP. Here's a report on how war of words have erupted after the clashes.
First, Karoli Ram Navami clashes. Then unrest over the Alwar temple demolition. And now communal clashes in Rajasthan's Jodhpur. Jodhpur becomes the latest Rajasthan city to bleed, but there's no end to the politics. A war of words is broken out after violent late-night communal clashes and rioting in Rajasthan's Jodhpur on the day of Eid, right after a religious flag was hoisted at the Jalori Gate locality. The opposition was quick to take on the Rajasthan government. The BJP slammed Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot for the clashes that broke out between two communities and criticized the Rajasthan police for failing to control rioting elements.
करौली से लेकर के अन्य स्थानों पर जिस तरह की घटनाएं हुई है और जिस तरह से सुनियोजित रूप से छतों पर से पत्थर जो पहले से एकत्रित किए थे वो पत्थर बरसाए गए, ऐसा प्रतीत होता है कि इसी तरह की मंशा के साथ में तैयारी पहले भी की गई थी। रास्ते में खड़ी हुई गाड़ियों के कांच तोड़े गए, घरों पर पत्थर फेंके गए, दुकानों के शीशे तोड़ दिए गए, लेकिन पुलिस और प्रशासन मौन बना हुआ मूक दर्शक की तरह देख रहा था।
और राजस्थान का माहौल खराब करने का प्रयास किया जा रहा है, उसमें सबसे बड़ी विफलता कांग्रेस सरकार की तुष्टीकरण की नीति है।
Criticizing something in India or creating a element of doom as if things are not good in the country, but he'll choose to be quiet on, say, Rajasthan. He will not even comment on the dismal state of affairs in Rajasthan or in other Congress-ruled states.
The Jodhpur mayor accused the Congress government of fueling the communal clashes.
वहाँ पे किसी ने दंगा नहीं भड़काया था। जो पत्रकार थे वहाँ पे वो निकल रहे थे, उस समय रात को भजन संध्या थी। वो अंदर से जब बाहर आए हैं, उससे पहले दोपहर में पुलिस वालों ने उनको कहा है कि यहाँ पे परशुराम जयंती के और वो है जालोरी गेट चौराहे पे आपने भगवे झंडे सजाए हुए हैं। उन्होंने सारे उतारे हैं कि कल नमाज का दिन भी है और ईद की है, इसलिए ये झंडे हटा देते हैं। और वो ये कह रहे हैं कि बीजेपी दंगे भड़का रही थी, उनको शर्म आनी चाहिए।
Forced on the back foot, the Congress tried to play down the rioting, calling it a small flare-up. The Congress has termed the clash as a pre-poll communal plot by the BJP aimed at diverting attention from issues like the prevalent power crisis.
जोधपुर में स्थिति कंट्रोल में है और जो जिस तरह से दंगा हुआ ये तय कर लेना चाहिए, चाहे हिंदू, मुसलमान, सिख, ईसाई, कांग्रेस, बीजेपी किसी का कार्यकर्ता हो, किसी जाति धर्म का व्यक्ति हो, दंगा फैलाने का, दंगा भड़काने का, दंगा करने का किसी को हक नहीं है।
Their agenda is to put religious and communal divide in the forefront so that the issues of inflation, of unemployment, of progress, of development get relegated to the dustbin.
Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav too has called for calm.
कहीं भी दंगा नहीं होना चाहिए और दंगे को रोकने के लिए मेरी अपील है वहाँ के जितने भी लोग हैं, इससे कुछ लोगों को लाभ हो सकता है, लेकिन दंगे से समाज का, प्रदेश का और देश का बड़ा नुकसान होता है।
Is Rajasthan the latest tinderbox in a growing communal frenzy? With Devankur Vadhavan in Jodhpur, Rajasthan. Bureau Report, India Today.
Rahul Gandhi was spotted partying in a nightclub in Kathmandu and the video has gone viral. BJP leaders have launched scathing attacks at the Congress leader. BJP slammed Rahul Gandhi for partying while there is a crisis not only internally in the Congress party but also in Congress-ruled state Rajasthan. The Congress has termed Rahul's trip personal. Here's a complete report.
Rahul Gandhi at a popular Kathmandu nightclub, Lord of the Drinks. Seen having some leisurely moments in company of a woman, chatting casually. Rahul attended the wedding ceremony of his journalist friend Sumnima Udas at Marriott Hotel in Kathmandu, a tour termed as a personal visit. But this seemingly innocuous 12-second video sparked a massive political controversy. The BJP went all guns blazing against the Congress MP, calling out Rahul for misplaced priorities, branding him a partying time neta who merely tweets while partying abroad. Several BJP leaders tweeted the viral video. BJP's Kapil Mishra wondered if Rahul was hobnobbing with Chinese agents in Kathmandu. BJP also claimed that Rahul was even partying during the 26/11 attack.
राहुल गांधी जी हैं, इनका दिक्कत क्या है? ये फुल टाइम पर्यटन और पार्ट टाइम जो है वो पॉलिटिकल पाखंड। तो ये फुल टाइम जो पर्यटन करता हो, पार्ट टाइम पॉलिटिकल पाखंड में लगाओ, परिश्रम में लगाओ, तो परिश्रम में भी ये सब का दिखाई पड़ता है उनका। तो जब तक ये फैमिली फ़ोटो फ्रेम में फिक्स ये पार्टी और पप्पू के चोचले और परिवार के घोंसले में ऐसी सिमटी रहेगी, तभी इस तरह का उसकी जगहसाही होती रहेगी।
सवाल ये है कि राहुल गांधी कहाँ पर हैं और किसके साथ हैं? सवाल ये भी है कि क्या चाइना के एजेंटों के साथ राहुल गांधी पार्टी कर रहे हैं? क्या राहुल गांधी जो ट्वीट करते हैं या संसद में जो भाषण देते हैं चाइना के पक्ष में और भारत की सेना के खिलाफ, क्या वो इन्हीं लोगों के दबाव में दिया जाता है जिनके साथ वो पार्टी करते हुए दिख रहे हैं? देश विरोधी जो एजेंडा राहुल गांधी के द्वारा पुश किया जा रहा है, क्या उसके पीछे चाइना है?
अच्छी बात है, पार्टी तो कर ही सकते हैं वो। अब वो किसके साथ पार्टी करें उसमें हम लोगों को क्या एतराज है? हम लोग तो पार्टी का काम करते हैं, वो पार्टी करते हैं, इतना ही अंतर है।
The Congress put its weight behind Rahul Gandhi, lashing out, saying that attending weddings is not a crime. Congress also launched a personal attack on Prime Minister Narendra Modi without naming him, accusing him of abandoning his wife.
Last when I checked, having a family in this country, having friends in this country, having attending marriage engagement ceremonies is a matter of our culture and civilization. It has still not become a crime in this country to be married, to be friends with someone, or to attend their marriage celebration. Maybe after today, Prime Minister Modi may decide and BJP may decide it is illegal to attend a marriage.
Mr. Gandhi is on a private visit to attend a marriage in Kathmandu. And there is a media person's correspondent's wedding. Therefore, he has been there to attend that marriage. What is the harm in attending a marriage?
While Rahul is partying in Kathmandu, the challenges for Congress party are constantly rising. A humiliating loss in Punjab, uncertainty over who leads the party, open dissent by G23 netas, and back-to-back crises in Rajasthan. But the woes for Rahul don't end there.
I'm not Rahul Gandhi, I don't run from Amethi.
Rahul's Amethi nemesis Smriti Irani visited the Congress MP's turf, Wayanad, on a day when Rahul's video of partying went viral, rubbing in the missing MP narrative. Bureau Report, India Today.
After Prime Minister Modi's successful visits to Germany and Denmark, the next leg of Prime Minister Modi's Europe trip is France. Amidst rousing welcome, the Prime Minister visited Berlin and Copenhagen, where he met with the German Chancellor Angela Merkel and the Danish Prime Minister. Prime Minister Modi also held blockbuster events with the Indian diaspora. And now, during the Prime Minister's visit to France, Modi and Macron are going to be strengthening the bilateral cooperation between the two nations and their strategic partnership. They will also discuss regional and global issues, especially the war unfolding in Europe. France is India's second biggest defense partner after Russia. The two leaders are going to be discussing the procurement of Rafale marine jets. This would be the Prime Minister's first meeting with Macron after he won the recent elections. Prime Minister Modi's second leg of Europe tour was high on bonhomie and symbolism. He was given a grand welcome at Copenhagen Airport. The Danish Prime Minister was there personally to receive him. In a few minutes from now, he's going to be addressing the diaspora. But first, let's take a look at what happened through the day.
A special gesture by the Danish Prime Minister, who received Narendra Modi personally at the Copenhagen Airport. The Indian Prime Minister's first visit to Denmark was high on bonhomie and symbolism. Both visible as the two leaders walked around and chatted at Mette Frederiksen's sprawling, gorgeous estate. The Danish Prime Minister even gave a tour of her residence to Narendra Modi, showing paintings gifted by the Prime Minister during her last visit to India. A Patacharitra painting from Odisha. Then it was down to business. The Russia-Ukraine war and Vladimir Putin's shadow loomed over the discussions.
As close partners, we of course also discussed the war in Ukraine. We discussed the consequences of the horrible crimes committed against civilians and the serious humanitarian crisis in Ukraine. The reports on killings of civilians in Bucha are deeply shocking.
The Prime Minister's message was clear. India stands for peace.
हमने
यूक्रेन में तत्काल युद्ध विराम और समस्या के समाधान के लिए बातचीत और कूटनीति का रास्ता अपनाने की अपील की।
The Prime Minister arrived in Copenhagen to a desi welcome with traditional Marathi nagaras. And just like Berlin, the josh was high among the Indian community in Copenhagen. Earlier in the day, the Prime Minister got a warm send-off from Berlin.
हमारा मोदी जी है, जो भी है तो जहाँ भी है तो हमारा मोदी जी है। आज बहुत खुश हो गया सामने देखकर, इतना अच्छा इंसान कभी नहीं देखा।
I'm very happy to meet Modi ji. I love Modi ji.
On Mission Scandinavia, Prime Minister Modi's Atmanirbhar foreign policy was in action as India's neutrality forges a new shining path.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi's bilateral with the Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen has ensured a new era in the Indo-Nordic relationship. Also, India looks forward to the Nordic summit that is to happen in Copenhagen tomorrow. But what is really the most exciting part of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's foreign visit is the Indian diaspora, full of excitement and expectation. Going by his speech in Berlin, you can see the immense expectations and excitement that is absolutely visible here. Waving the Indian tricolor, chanting Modi, Modi. Here's the level of expectation and excitement in Copenhagen on Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit amongst the Indian diaspora.
With Anjana Kashyap, Bureau Report, India Today.